Hi Gemini, welcome to the Manifesting You YouTube channel. This is a smaller love general tarot reading for the month of February, since we are in the month of Valentine's Day. It's going to represent your expectations, hopes, obstacles, and realizations for the month. I have shuffled, and please also check out your rising and moon sign. This also applies. So we're ready to get started. All right, Gemini, the first card here is going to represent expectations, hopes, fears for love in the month of February. The second card is going to represent the obstacle or the challenge to overcome. Third card is going to represent the realization or the outcome. Okay, Gemini, so we're not messing around here this month. We have the Death card. Now, this is a sign of Scorpio, so this is about total transformation in your life. And this could even reach to a spiritual part of you, a spiritual side of you. A chapter in your life has come to a close. I don't know what this chapter is for you. Obviously, we're talking about love and relationships. Maybe you're finally realizing that a relationship is over. Or in your relationship, a chapter has ended. So this is not necessarily bad. But death is never easy. It's never easy as human beings to let go of things. For some, it could be easier. For you, it might be easier. But you have been challenged with acceptance and ultimately release of this chapter. And I do feel, though, the Gemini, that this has been challenging for some of you. That this was a situation that you were seeking on a very deep level, and people don't realize this about you. Yes, you're very intellectual. Yes, you're very cerebral. But once you get past that to your core, you love very deeply and very loyally, and you don't trust very easily. But once someone has that place in your heart, it's almost like an innocence of a child of how you love. And so whatever this ending was, this chapter, it's affected you on a deep level. And so I feel that you're doing your best to embrace this. You're doing your best to move forward. And this month for you is about allowing these changes to take effect. You realize that the timing was right, that everything kind of happened the way it should at the right time in the proper season. And if something or someone was taken from you, there's a reason for this. It was that there's someone or something better. And this may have been unwelcome initially, like, no, I'm resisting this. I don't accept this, but in the long run, I feel that you're going to feel set free by this. You're going to feel a new sense of life, of being, of wholeness. It's almost like you can't struggle against this. Like, it's happening. It's out of your control, and you really can't speed it up. Like, part of you may just want to cut it off, move on, not even think about it. But that doesn't work either. It's like there's a divine order, there's a divine timing, there's a necessary process of transformation that's happening, and you just have to accept and allow that to take place. This also is not a time for you to react. There's no point in doing that. That it's really about sitting back and just watching events unfold naturally. The Death card always is either a relationship has ended or is ending, or that the relationship is going to have a significant transformation and change. It could be that you've grown apart with someone, that someone wants different things that you want, that you're just not seeing eye to eye the way that you used to. And, we have to look at the surface. It could be a Scorpio person that you're dealing with, but it could also just be total transformation in your life as far as love goes. So this goes on further as far as the challenge or the obstacle overcome. We have the Seven of Swords in the reverse. It is an air sign, so it's your energy, Gemini, Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra. And the challenge here, Gemini, is things that used to work are not going to work any longer. The way that you used to perceive situations has become outdated, outmoded. It's time to let go. There's a temptation to want to hold on to all these swords in the past and modes of thinking and ways of thinking. And you're going to be challenged to find a new approach to this problem. How are you going to get through this new door while letting go of all these old thought processes? You or your partner, you could be dealing with someone that needs to come clean about something. You could be dealing with someone that either has been dishonest, or maybe you're struggling to be honest with yourself or your partner. It's time to own up. It's time to deal with being sneaky. Because the Seven of Swords is someone that's kind of sneaky and underhanded behavior and doing something like in the dark, in the shadows, saying one thing and doing another. It's also about someone that wants to run away when the going gets tough and shirking responsibility. Someone might get caught doing something. And the other thing that the Seven of Swords can be is just having two minds about something. Thinking, two different ways at the same time. And whatever this is, if you're being forced to change or let go, it's tough. It's tough to embrace that just as it is. And so now you're being asked to be honest and truthful. And the challenge here is going to be to change your thinking, to change your mindset, how you view the situation, how you view the relationship, how you view yourself. To stop running with things that aren't working, to stop running with ideas that are getting you nowhere, to not react just impulsively or on the fly, to think things through, to plan. It's like this situation either needs to be dumped completely or the plan needs to be totally reworked. And maybe you don't feel like you have time for all that. It's like you've come this far, you don't want to backtrack and have to start all over again. And so that's why this person here keeps running with all these outdated swords, hoping that it will just work out. But the reality is it's only going to set you up for more delays, more setbacks, or just feeling like it's not, it's just complete failure. So whatever this transformation is, it's trying to encourage you to let go, to change, to transform, and to not hold on to this way of life. It can be an affair, something sneaky that has been uncovered or revealed. There can be a feeling of disbelief and like, really? It can be about secret meetings, and it could even be about someone else that was really close to you that you knew, a friend or a best friend. Something could be going on under your nose or you under someone else's nose for quite a while. So it's about coming clean and being honest and truthful and not being sneaky or underhanded, because that's just going to delay progress. The realization or the outcome, we have the Nine of Wands in the reverse. And this is either you or your partner being unwilling to change, being unwilling to move from a certain position. You can see here, there's a male, it could be a female, sitting by themselves, looking down at the ground, and surrounded by all this fire, all these opinions, all this, mindset, pride, ego. Either you or your partner or the situation is going to be stubborn and unyielding and unwilling to change. There's a refusal here to compromise. There's a refusal to negotiate. And it's difficult. This is a difficult situation. You can't get much more intense than the Nine of Wands reversed. It could also be conflict, like you're just disagreeing with this person. It could be this current situation that needs to transform and change, and no matter what you do, it's volatile, it's awkward, there's disagreements. Either you or they are just obstinate and not being very flexible about the situation. Someone wants their own way and is refusing to lay down their guard. And so you may just be at a standoff with the situation. You may be at a stalemate. And because of that, one or both might just want to isolate themselves and kind of just do their own thing for a while, because this is exhausting. Let's face it. There's battle fatigue here. You might be the last one standing. And really, there's no fight left in this person. They've given all they can give. They've expended all of their energy. They're fatigued. The Nine of Wands in reverse is also someone that has been very paranoid, and maybe rightfully so. They know someone's up to no good. They know something's going on. And I feel like what's happening here as this transformation is taking place is that old wounds, deeper core wounds are coming up for either you or your partner. to be healed, to be dealt with. They don't come up just to torture you and make you miserable. There's going to be a temptation here to focus on the past and failures and on weaknesses. And, you might see in your partner or yourself negative patterns that keep cropping up over and over and over again. And so you'll want to learn from this instead of like saying, oh, we're just repeating the same situation over and over again. It's like, what is the universe trying to teach me or us or this situation? What can I learn? There's emotional baggage here, and there's a lot of hang-ups. So there's a lot of work that needs to be done internally, emotionally, spiritually. I just feel that, you're gonna feel alone, Gemini, in some way, shape, or form. Like maybe you have to handle all of these responsibilities yourself. So this is an intense reading, I'm not gonna lie. Like there's definitely some stuff coming up for some of you. But what I can tell you is that there's a purpose, there's a reason. There's a spiritual, God is for you, with you, trying to help you, trying to guide you to be your best self and to fulfill your destiny. And if these situations have been toxic or not working for you, issues are going to continue to come up so that this transformation and this letting go can take place. So you don't have to feel like it's miserable, even though it's not pleasant or fun. Allow this process to happen. Allow yourself to see what you need to see and take responsibility for you, because that's all you can control. You can't control anyone else. You can't control the past. Be honest with yourself in the situation. Deal with your own issues so that you can be a more whole person, and then you can move forward with this relationship, this person, or just your love life in general. So it looks like, you're definitely going to have a lot going on. I hope this reading has helped you. If it has, as always, I would appreciate for you to like and subscribe to the channel. That's going to make sure you get all the messages, the tips and tools on how to manifest and be your highest and best self. Gemini, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great rest of your day.